Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's do this. No, let's do this deck. Capricorn. Capricorn, we're going into the second, right around the bend to the third part of the week. So basically, we're reading for the middle of the month, all right? So, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, we will be reading for mid-November. What is the situation for my Capricorn? What is the situation for my Capricorn, please? Mid-November, please. All right, let's see what's going on here. There's a King of Wands in the cross. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be a fire sign, but they definitely behave like one. So maybe they got a lot of fire in their chart. Otherwise, this is somebody you're very attracted to. A lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. They're in the cross, though. So that means they're at the back of your mind. The Magician, which is also Aries, Taurus energy, and Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. There's a lot of fire. All right, you're trying to temper yourself, Capricorn. You're trying to manifest some sort of future, but you, and when I say manifest a future, I mean like you can shape the direction of this relationship, or you can shape into your future what it is that you want. All right, but I see you have this person in the cross. This is like either you're directly dealing with them or they're in your mind. But I see the breadcrumbs between the two of you. It's like you're both not giving each other enough of each other, of what you want. I just think your needs are the same, but it's your approaches that are different. Let's see. Let's continue. Let's see what this is talking about. Those of you, if you want an overall general synopsis of your month, go like your November readings, right? So in November readings, they'll give you a general synopsis of the month. These week to weeks can show you how, this is going from week to week, so you can see the influences and the changes. All right, what's coming in towards Capricorn, please? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the Eight of Cups upright. It looks like you're kind of closing out a chapter here. It looks to me like you're finally saying goodbye to someone or something from your past. It feels as if you're walking away from something that just doesn't emotionally serve you. I mean, clearly, if you're going to get Six of Pentacles, if you're going to get breadcrumbed or peanuts, or you're not going to get enough to make you feel like as if you're valuable within this relationship, you're going to bounce. I see you right now in a relationship. I see you not being single, but you're leaving because of the lack of emotional support. It's like you keep pouring out your cup, but there's nothing there. Interesting. And there you are at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Cups, saying to yourself, I can fondly say this is goodbye. This is the past. Onward, upward. What's coming in for Capricorn, please? What's coming in for them, please? The Hangman and the Six of Swords. You're definitely stuck regarding a situation. You're trying to see something from a different perspective. But overall, because you are trying to temper yourself, because there is a little bit of guilt and regret tied to this, the feeling, you're sort of saying to yourself, okay, I need to mentally disengage from all the garbage, all the nonsense, all the chaos. I don't need to be a part of that. So I'm going to go over to smoother waters. I think you're realizing you're getting yourself stuck where you are and you don't want to be. So you're getting yourself unchained from this scenario. We'll see more what it's talking about when we clarify. What is it Capricorn does not... No, I'm sorry. Let's do Capricorn's advice, please. Capricorn's advice. This looks like a singular event or situation. This also looks to me, Capricorn, that you're finally dealing with one issue in your life and you're going to start moving forward from this with a clear path. And this is probably why I'm seeing Temperance as the start off point. The Two of Pentacles, you need to weigh your pros and cons. The Emperor, another Aries energy there. Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. All right. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new dollar. It's random. Because the concept goes to your job, your career, or your relationship. But honestly, here for advice, it's saying there was an ending. Or a betrayal. There was a backstab. There was a fucking perhaps, but you need to move forward from it now. Collect the pieces slowly, surely, with stability. Get up from this and start proceeding forward. Weigh your pros and cons regarding this one individual that keeps showing up as the Emperor. If it is not a person, then it is you who needs to boss up or lead by making some tough choices and moving forward slowly yet cautiously. Maybe offering a heart-to-heart conversation here with someone might work. Because this Emperor and this King of Wands both came in the cross position. So they're both the thing that is challenging you. Now the Emperor could be a father figure, an authority figure, a boss, or the actual person you're dealing with. Let's see what the outcome of the week is. For Cappy, please. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, the heart-to-heart conversation I was talking about. Getting on a little horse. Somebody's doing this. Either you're doing it or they're doing it. They're getting on their little horse and saying, let's go for coffee. Let's go for drinks. We need to have a face-to-face. I need to read your face. I don't want to hear on the phone. I don't want to see a text message. I need to see you. Right? But the Seven of Swords is here. I don't know if this is meeting up in the shadows so you can talk, because this is a clandestine connection, or if this is something where you're strategizing or ghosting. But how's there ghosting with the Knight of Cups? There isn't. So the only way that could be is if somebody here ghosted and now that same individual decides to come back and have a heart-to-heart conversation and lay down some truths. Another version and scenario is that the person that was left there standing reaches out to the ghoster and says, hey, can we have a heart-to-heart conversation? I want to be honest with you. It doesn't matter who did what. What matters here is the common thread. And the common thread is someone wants to talk about this action and put some truths down. All right, let's continue. But I see you resisting and hesitating this. Cap, I gotta tell you, my friends, you've been learning some serious life lessons the last 12 years. The last 7 have been an awakening. It's been teaching you how to endure and deal with opposing energies where you needed patience. You might have exercised them, but the other person has not. So they acted irrational, irregular, nuts even. But it's about that, handling those type of individuals and having patience for them, because we're not all the same, right? So with that said, this heart-to-heart should happen, and you should be honest with each other. It's going to happen anyway. Somebody wants to talk. Yeah, let's use this deck. For Capricorn, please. King of Wands. The Magician and Temperance, please. the Empress, and the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Okay. Something obviously broke your heart, right? Something obviously didn't go right, and you've been dealing with a broken heart. You've been been mending it, right? But now you're sitting here saying, well, where do I go with my little chickadees? Where do I go with all my offerings? Because I know my worth and my value, but you're sitting here debating your options, which is the right fit for you, Capricorn. And you're asking yourself if this person is a good fit for your world, your sanctuary, your environment, your situation, your family. So you're trying to temper yourself, trying to make that decision, trying to manifest some sort of future for yourselves. All the while, mending a broken heart. And then others of you are just asking, can I mend my broken heart and be with this person? You're processing it the way you should process it, by temperance. This is what I was talking about earlier, where you can temper yourself. Can others? With their erratic behavior? All right. Or maybe you just like fighting. I don't know. Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Justice and Three of Wands. And the Seven of Cups now is in reverse. Interesting. How to get like that? That's so crazy. No, it's Six of Cups in reverse. Sorry. Justice talks about maybe either quite literally you're in the justice system, but the decision's going to be fair and balanced. But it looks like you're waiting for the results of that. Now, if this is theoretical, it's about being fair and balanced. It's about karma. It's about getting your fair share out of a certain situation. So I think you're thinking that you've been waiting for a while now for things to be fair. And because they haven't been, you're leaving. But this, unfortunately, the way you might be doing this, Capricorn, leaves the door open to your past. I think you're leaving the door open to your past anyway. You're not exactly letting it go. Because in the Eight of Cups, in this action, look what this person does. They don't kick the cups. They stack them. Why do they stack them? Because you're leaving them there to see if the person is going to fill them while you're gone. So you leave the door open to your past. Okay, what is the Hangman? And the Six of Swords. The Lovers. Gemini energy. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. Here's why you're stuck, but you're mentally disengaging and try to go to calmer waters. Lovers is a profound connection. It's one of those things, yes, I can say is fated. Yes, I can say that you met this person because it's a lesson. Or maybe to you it's a blessing. Was this for a season or a reason? The choice is yours, right? Lovers is always a choice. Despite your odds, do you move forward together? But me looking at the bottom of the deck, seeing a fresh new start in love, perhaps you felt stuck and trapped because you were stuck and trapped with a lover. So you decide to possibly perhaps leave it all and say to yourself, I'll start over fresh, scratch, new. Because I feel like you're trying to glue back together a fractured mirror and you're only cutting yourself doing it. And it has a lot to do with this individual as I see here. But I see you really needing to weigh your pros and cons. So here's the caveat. The caveat is if you wanted to fix this, you could. But then you would have to put wholeheartedly all your efforts into it. But then on the other flip side, I see the ending and I see the betrayal. And you needing to move forward. Cautiously. But the choice is yours. Weighing your pros and cons. What is it? What's worth it? Please clarify this in the advice for Capricorn, please. The Knight of Pentacles came out twice. And the Two of Cups. See, yes, my caveat was correct. Here is the Knight of Pentacles moving forward slowly and... Oh, sorry, guys. I have an itchy nose. I have some crazy allergies. Two Knight of Pentacles moving forward slowly and cautiously. This is the advice. But it also came out with the Two of Cups. So weighing your pros and cons here regarding the Emperor... if you should or you shouldn't, because it looks like somebody who ghosted comes back. If they come back, Capricorn, or if it's you, somebody said, okay, we really got to talk about this. We really do. What is the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords? And, you know, if they want to talk to you, let them talk to you. You have no idea if they're going to pour their heart and soul out to you. That's funny. Guess what? I know when I use two different decks and the same exact card falls in the same exact position with its mathematical improbability, which is rare, it is the universe doubling down my message. Seven of Swords and Seven of Swords. What are the chances that would happen? With the Fool at the bottom of the deck. That's like another Aries card there. Again, somebody who ghosted wants to come back and talk. Maybe they were just being stupid. Who knows? But that's what's going on in the middle of the month. Let's clarify. I'm sorry. Let's see what the oracles say, so we could see what we're going to talk about in the extended. Deception is here. Somebody is being deceptive, or someone is self-deceiving themselves. We will see in the extended who or what this is. That will be fascinating to know. Last card. Let's do a card from the Unicorns. Take this with a grain of salt. There is a slight hidden truth in it, so you take it as you will. Capricorn. Rebel. It says rebel. Okay, love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. You do you. All right, Cappy, that's what I have for you. Everyone else, we'll see you over at Extended.